it's something that comes in the season. I've seen it coming because if we don't keep high standards day in, day out, these things can come. So it's only on us to work through this, but a very tough afternoon, obviously.
What did you feel that you didn't do enough of in the first half to be 4 goals down at half-time?
Well, gift an early goal again. You know, we're doing it at the moment, and that makes games when you come away to places like here very tough. But you know, the basics: sprint, fight, have personality on the ball. You know, things we work on daily, things we hammer home daily. When you're in a tough patch as a player or as a team, it's much harder to do those basics, but you have to get back to them. So we didn't do them, and we got beaten by a better team.
And that's something that your team haven't done this season, where you spoke about they've always done the basics well and things like that. Very rare that we've seen a first half like that.
Yeah, it is rare, and that's the challenge. You know, it's not nice, and we have to take it on the chin, myself included. You know, it's not nice to go through it, but you can't cry too much about it because we're the ones who are responsible, and we're the ones who have to turn the corner. And we have a game coming on Tuesday, and we have 4 home games on the trot, so that's completely in our hands to do it.
Was it about character in the second half and sort of seeing a resilience from their side?
A little bit, but the game's done, so yeah, resilience not to let it get any worse. We weren't fantastic in the second half either, but you know, we had a better foothold of the game. It's 4-0, it's done.
You mentioned beforehand this was a dangerous game. You've got an Aston Villa side that clearly have got Premier League potential, that probably should be in the Premier League. So from that point of view, you're up against a side that you always felt could cause you problems. I suppose it doesn't help when you add to those problems yourselves.
Yeah, it doesn't, and I knew it, and we all know it. They played well at Pride Park as well. They're a good team who are now 3 points behind us with a game in hand for us. So with some context in it says that we're 3 points from the playoffs with a lot of good teams below us. But the present moment means that we have to play better to think about where we're on, to think about that we might be able to move back up again.
Spoke on Thursday and talked about not using injuries as an excuse, but they're clearly hitting you hard because changes, I guess, people that you would like in the team aren't available, and that means you're playing players that have played a lot of minutes, thinking people like Richard Keogh and Fikayo Tomori have been constant throughout.
Yeah, well, we know defensively, I spoke about it throughout January, about how the reliance on Keogh and Tomori, who have been 2 of our really top performers this year. I think everyone's very clear on that, but they're playing lots of games, so is everyone. I mean, today we're without Lawrence, we're without Mount, we're without Bryson, we're without Harry, who'd been ill 2 days ago, so couldn't start the game. So that's basically a bulk of our midfield from earlier in the season. So it's not an excuse, it's a reason. But we have to then go, okay, as a squad, we need to be able to handle those things, and it's tough. Hopefully they'll be fit again soon, the majority of them, and we go again.
How important is unity now?
Yeah, it's massive as a club, because the players now, however much the fans will hurt today, and we have to say that we didn't perform in front of the fans who travel and support us all over the country. So that's one we have to say loud and clear. But we need them, they need us. It needs to be a club thing where we move forward. It starts on the pitch definitely with ourselves in terms of the injection of energy, of sprinting, of passion, of fight. Those are the basics. It's what the fans want to see, but we'll need them as well with us now to get through this little patch.
Because you need everybody pulling in the same direction. If you're going to, you talked about before, work on the training ground, work hard, but you need everybody pulling in the same direction now.
Yeah, we do, and I believe they are, and that's why we must get beyond the negativity. Here we have to, between ourselves, we have to work and not get too down because that can affect performance as well. So yeah, we have to be together.
Just lastly, Wigan on Tuesday. You must be itching to sort of get back on the training ground now and get back to work.
Yeah, well, we'll have to recover a bit because naturally, even though we're poor and we lose the game, players are putting in leg work. It's the same players that are playing a lot of games this season. But that's where we're at. We know the squad's very depleted, so it will be rest, look at Wigan and perform.